So I watched the Good, Bad, Ugly movie starring Ajit Kumar. And well, let's say there's a lot to talk about for this one right here. So if you just for the fun of it really quick take a look at the IMDb, this movie sits at a 5.8 stars. And well, if you ask me, that seems at least somewhat accurate. It might even be too high, honestly. Now, there are actually a few good things to take away from this movie, but if you take the grand scale of everything, dear God, bro. Dear God, this movie is something else, man. Now, before we even start yapping too much, if you want to see my movie reaction to this movie, you can see it on my second channel called Mortsifu, or you can take the Patreon down below and watch it on there. But I think we should talk about this one right here, because, well, I had myself an experience. So how about we first off give you a couple of clips of some things that happened throughout the movie, and you can just maybe see some expressions on my face, and well, yeah, just take a look.
Why are you trying to kill me? Why not? Because you kill my Naina and you're disturbing me when I'm with my Maina.
Bro, shut the fuck up. Shut up.
It's Santa Claus. எல்லாமே எனக்கு கிடைக்கும் போது
மெட்டுக்காக நியூயார்க்ல ஒரு அசாசின பார்க்க போனாரு ஏகே அவன் பேரு டான் ட்ரேக்
Don Rick's John Wick. And it's Keanu Reeves. You gotta be shitting me. You gotta be shitting me. You've got to be kidding me, bro. So there goes everything. Oh my god, that looks so bad. That looked so fake. That looked so unbelievably fake. That was so bad.
அடச்சி
ட்ரூ லவ் அங்கிள் என்னோட அஞ்சலாவ
இந்தா இத பாரு பாருடா
அடி பாவி
Bro! No! No! Stop! 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 So it's pretty safe to say that this movie is absolutely outrageous in so many different ways. It's a movie that's really hard to follow because there is not much to follow. There is not like there's much in this movie that actually makes sense. Obviously there is some sort of storyline going from start to finish, but everything is explained so poorly, so rapidly, and a lot of times so pointlessly. There is definitely something to be said for movies where it's just like fun, crazy, and outrageous, and I like movies like that. That's actually why I checked this movie out in the first place, was because I saw that it had slightly bad ratings, and I was like, that probably means that this movie is like not too serious, but it might be quite fun. And honestly, I will say that's kind of right, like my thinking going into the movie, that's what I was expecting, and that's kind of what I got, just much worse than I expected. So you have Ajit Kumar playing the role of AK the Red Dragon, and basically what the whole idea of this movie is that he's been a quote-unquote bad dad because he's not actually told his son where he is. The son thinks that the dad has been on a business adventure for the past 17 years, and that's why he never gets to see him in real life. Now, they have phone calls and stuff like that, but they've never actually met face to face and had a conversation. And so basically what the whole movie is based around is that the son calls up Ajit Kumar and he wants him to be there for his 18th, but he's not able to since he's in prison. His release is in about 3 months, I believe, from the point of when he actually decides that like now he's just gonna get out. And the reason he's able to get out is because he's basically just the guy running the prison almost. Like everybody just respects him. If anything goes wrong, he just takes care of it. Like he's living that luxury life in that prison because, well, he's just basically that guy. But as soon as he gets out, his old life kind of comes back to haunt him. Because obviously he was a gangster. There's a reason why you're in prison, right? There's a reason why you were called the Red Dragon. He was just the gangster of gangsters and really that guy that everybody was massively scared of. So now that he's out again, everybody is obviously scared that he's gonna come back and take over everything. Since the time he's been away, everybody has been making their own place and moving up in the world. That's kind of the thing that you get from the start of, but the further you get into the movie, those things actually kind of change, and in that sense, I kind of like that. Like, I thought that was a little cool that you're like, okay, so it's basically just gonna be some gangsters grabbing him, but there's actually more to it. I'm gonna assume that most people have seen this movie at this point, and if not, here's a spoiler warning. Basically, the bad guys that actually end up kidnapping his son is kind of like, it's a weird thing where they're like twins and they've been like just messing around with the gangs, doing their things and stuff like that and just climbing the ranks themselves. But it actually all started from them going to prison due to AK's wife making one of the twins yap like a crazy person and basically just snitch on themselves and then end up going to jail. So it's kind of like a revenge story on their part that honestly just completely escalates. Like, it completely escalates. And then obviously, like every movie you've ever seen, right? Like, you know, they fight each other, stuff happens, some people get killed, some people get hurt, you have a couple of car chases, you have some insane moments of this, that, and the other, and in the end, everything just basically ends up being okay for the most part. Now, that's a very short assessment of the movie. There is much more to it, many more moments, but for the whole grand thing, that's basically what this movie is. So if you want my raw, honest assessment of this movie, I really think it's like a fun movie that has no substance whatsoever. Like, if you want to see a good movie, do not ever in your life watch this movie. But if you're honestly just ready to have some brain rot fun, this is the perfect movie for you. Like, you're gonna get craziness, you're gonna get outrageousness, you're gonna get moments where you're like, this just makes so little sense, but somehow, some wildly dumb way, I enjoy it. Like, you're gonna laugh, you're gonna be like, what the fuck? You're gonna have those moments of just craziness. But at the end of the day, when you're done watching the movie, you're gonna sit there and be like, holy damn, this movie sucked. So why did I kind of a little bit enjoy it, but at the same time I didn't at all? Like, it's really a weird movie in that sense where it's so bad that it's almost good. I don't know how else to explain it to you. It is truly how it is. It is so bad that it's good. And do I recommend this movie? Absolutely not. I do not recommend this movie whatsoever. But at the same time, I honestly had fun. So that's basically my little review of this movie right here. First time I've ever done a video like this. And like I said at the start of the video, if you want to go to my second channel and watch the movie reaction to this movie, that would be absolutely appreciated. You can even join the Patreon down below. That would mean the absolute world to me and gonna help me a crazy amount doing so much more stuff like this in the future. And if this is something you want me to do more of, make sure to let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment of what movie I should check out next. It can be a good movie, it can be a bad movie. I actually don't mind watching bad movies. I still have fun watching bad movies. There's just something about it where, like, me personally, I'm kind of a sucker for a bad movie every now and then. So if you got something fun, let me know. Like I said, the video is popping up on screen right here. You can go check it out on the second channel. Have a great freaking day, and yeah, let me know which I should check next. This movie was something, man. It was definitely something. No! No! Stop! Stop! Stop!